From Upper Michigan Source, this is your Sports on Demand for Saturday, September 8th. I'm Mike Ludlum. Baseball Hall of Famer Yogi Berra probably said it best, "It ain't over till it's over." That could describe the home opener for the Michigan Tech football team. The Huskies entertained the Hillsdale Chargers. Michigan Tech had a ribbon-cutting ceremony for the completion of the first phase of renovations to Sherman Field, mainly the new bleachers. 2,800 fans attending this one. Pick up the action, second quarter, 9-7 Tech. Quarterback Will Ark has time to throw, and Ben Hartley is open. This is good for 44 yards and a first down to the Chargers' 13. Moments later, running back Jared Smith of Pomowa, Westphalia, takes the handoff, bounces off a tackler, and scores his first Huskies touchdown. However, Hillsdale scored the next 17 points to take a 24-16 lead going into the fourth quarter. 2.5 minutes to go, James Henderson, uncontested into the end zone. He had 28 carries for 120 yards. Tech, still down 2, had a go for 2. With 3 receivers to his right, Ark will take the snap, run forward, lower his head, and power across the goal line, ties the game at 24. In overtime, Ark scored on a quarterback sneak to give the Huskies a 7-point lead. Hillsdale quarterback Chance Stewart to Austin Sandusky, 12 yards, brings the Chargers within 1. Kicker Joe Phillips' extra point turned into a case of Uptown Funk. Don't believe me, just watch. Tech wins 31-30 in overtime on a walk-off missed extra point. That doesn't happen every day. The Huskies are 2-0. Yeah, James Henderson, tell me about it.
That's an interesting way to win a football game. I was ready to go back out there, and I mean, you can't ask for much more than overtime in a college football game. So I was ready to roll, and that happens, and that blew me away, absolutely.
I thought he played pretty doggone well, and overall, I mean, you know, we're very happy with some of the things that he's doing, and with each and every game and each and every practice, I expect him to get better.
Their quarterback is legit. I mean, he's 6'6", 260. They have a great O-line, a great running back. They have some good receivers. They have some guys dinged up, but they're going to compete. I mean, we knew that coming in. It was a good team, but at the end of the day, we won.
Wright led the defense with 13 tackles. Graham Hubble, 12. Travis Tidwell, 11. Drew Marion couldn't stick the landing. On a sad note, defensive end Corey Goldsworthy of Lance left the game with an injury in the knee area. The Huskies host Davenport next Saturday. To the Superior Dome, NMU welcoming the University of Texas of the Permian Basin to the Superior Dome. Wildcats' first possession, handoff to DeAndre Caldwell. And he's got some power and some speed. 23 yards to the house. He had 86 yards on the day, 7-0 Wildcats. Jump to the fourth quarter, less than 6 minutes to go. Handoff to Jake Mayon. Around one guy. Bounces off another one. 24 of his 224 yards. Wildcats up 27-16. But the Falcons, they were not going to go away so easily in this one. Quarterback Sam Allen is going to find Mitchell Leonard, and a little spin move will get him into the end zone from 31 yards. 2-point no good. Wildcats still up 5. NMU gets the ball back, trying to get enough first downs to run out the clock, and Rayvon Johnson will haul in this 30-yard pass from Latrell Giles, and NMU gets its first win of the year, 27-22, and the Wildcats were confident about coming into this contest.
Before the game, I got a different vibe. There's no thought of losing. There was no thought of keeping the game close or anything like that. It was all win, 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 and that's all we thought.
Oh, I appreciate the win. They all count one. I know everybody says that, but I learned that when I was at MSU with George and never forgot it. And if you live by that, usually things take care of themselves. So we'll be happy for 24 hours, and then we got to move on to next week. We got Grand Valley, and everybody knows how good they are.
George, of course, is former coach George Perlis. The Wildcats are home again next Saturday for Grand Valley. Kickoff is 1 o'clock. On the scoreboard, Michigan beat Western Michigan 49-3. Central Michigan, 6 turnovers, and Kansas wins easily 31-7. And Eastern Michigan kicks a field goal at the buzzer to beat Purdue 20-19. Second year in a row, the Eagles have defeated a Big Ten team. Finlandia football, not a good day, losing to the Redhawks 70-0. In high school football, Craig Kameen threw a TD pass to Krister Karn late in the fourth quarter. Escanaba rallies to beat the Bulldogs of Detroit Loyola 27-24. Seth Aho had a good day running the ball for Gwent, and the Model Towners beat Lakeland and Hubble 36-22. And in 8-player football, North Central had plenty of fun in beating Rudyard 76-8. To college volleyball, Michigan Tech turns back Lake Superior State pretty easily, 3-0, but the Wildcats fall at Saginaw Valley 3-1. In the high school volleyball ranks, the Rock, also known as the Gladstone Invitational occasionally, in the semifinals, Gwyn beat Houghton 2-1, and Gladstone defeated Norway 2-0. And in the final, Gladstone won its invitational for the first time, holding off Gwyn 2-1. Marquette was in a volleyball invite down at Bay City Central. The Redettes went 2-2, defeating Alpena and Monroe Jefferson 2-0. Munising went 0-2 at the Petoskey invite, splitting matches with Benzie Central and Pelston. In boys soccer, Marquette participated in the Northland Pines quad. The Redmen defeated Northland Pines 2-1 and then scored 11, defeating Peshtigo 11-3. Excuse me. In women's soccer, Lewis scored on a penalty kick and edged the Wildcats 1-0. Cross country, the Ray Helsing invite down in Big Rapids. That's Westwood grad Katie Edelamaki winning for Ferris State in 18 minutes, 57.5 seconds. Caitlin Smith of Northern was second. Marquette's Shayla Hubner for Northern was fifth. Ferris State won the meet over the Wildcats. Remember, the low score wins 11-14.